Game 3 is between Celts and Malians. Let's go into the game, see what's happening. I actually have cast this game before, but had some wrong settings on OBS. So, recasting right now. I know pretty much what's happening, most of it at least. Let's go for the maps. Main gold here, 4 metal on the front, but on the far side, 4 deer for him actually. And st4rk's deer really close to metal as well, so I guess st4rk doesn't even realize until maybe a little bit later that this are his deer. Second gold safe in the back for metal, but this is open, so metal needs to close this up. Probably is going to do that. I think he did. Second stone outside, the third gold forward, and the main stone forwardish as well. Map not too good, not too bad, I guess. Players are quite close. Could be interesting to see. Third gold here from st4rk. Second stone also forward. And st4rk. The boars are inside. We've seen the deer. Main gold and second gold safe in the bag. And this is very important for him. So his map actually is quite decent. Missing those 2 sheep. You can't see them, though he's going to get them. And I want to show you st4rk's build order in this game, because st4rk is doing something that I know about, but don't really know how to do it. And I think st4rk has done it quite well, going for a 2TC play. No rush, no aggressive play, like no 1TC, monks or castle, something else, but 2 TCs and pretty fast Imperial Age with the Malians. Not sure if it's a good choice, but against the Celts, I guess you're losing an Imperial Age. So try something that you don't need to go to and post-imp war, and that's what's going to happen. You want to rush my deer. Actually, metal is taking one of the deer from st4rk here. Look at this, he's got 3 of his own. Now he's taking number 4, or maybe he's trying to at least. st4rk is going pretty standard right now. 4 villagers on wood, 4 villagers on the berries, the rest is on food. Another lumber camp coming up, so second lumber camp on the way. Building another house here, and st4rk is doing pretty standard things here. Now sending villagers to take the sheep. He has 5 villagers on the berries now because he doesn't have deer and needs to compensate for that. 2 farms coming up, 3 farms actually. All makes sense, nothing special here. And I'm really interested to see the build order in Castle Age then, and what Poppy is going to up here. Going for the gold with the 24th and 23rd villager. Another villager coming up, so probably going 26 population here. 5 farms in total. There we go, Feudal Age on the way. And he's got what? That's 9 villagers on wood now. 5 villagers on the berries, the rest of course is on food. We have 5 farms here. Metal is not yet up to the Feudal Age. He's going 1 or 2 more villagers actually. So this looks to me like a 3 TC and some... Yeah, can you go aggressive with that? I guess so. Siege Workshop expected from the Celts here. He may also try and go for the relics. Not sure if st4rk did that actually. We're going to find out. And st4rk, 6 farms now up and running. The last 2 villages on the TC taking the sheep, and I think he's gonna send those forward. Now where's the market and blacksmith coming up here? So sending them to take more berries. Look at this, 8 villagers on berries. Doesn't have enough farms in my opinion. Maybe 1 more could have been good. And the villagers still will be able to take a lot of food here. And st4rk will be able to click up 28 population going in. There we go. Very nice. So he is on his way. 1507 is a pretty decent uptime, I think. Metal is adding market blacksmith with 2 more villagers still in st4rk, and also clicking up to Castle Age. Right now 30 population against 28. Where's st4rk's scout actually? Did you lose the scout? No, just don't see it. st4rk is exploring actually. What can you see of the map? You can see all the relics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The nice, like on a dice, I guess. That's the 5 from a dice. Do we call it? Yeah, that's what do you have? See the plant? Geppetto. No, I think metal can see the stones, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, metal says no. And he's Xing the main stone, Xing the second stone. I think you archers or light cav. Interesting. st4rk is doing neither of those. 1 extra TC, as we said, but no second extra TC. Is gonna stay on 2, building it with 7 villagers, wants to get it fast. Actually, TC on that gold, yeah, more or less on the wood line as well. And st4rk also added a few more farms here. He's done the double bit X and oh my god, how is it called? Not wheelbarrow, horse collar upgrades, and a third lumber camp actually to get more wood in. Now I should be adding more farms, 17 minutes in, that's a total of 13 farms right now. Monastery actually up, so Stark is going to try and get some of the relics here. 3-4 villagers on gold, the rest is on wood and food. He's adding more farms now as fast as he can, I guess. And one relic going to Stark, a little bit of a scout fight here, I guess Metal ran away. And Stark getting one relic, he should maybe try and get another one, but could be difficult because Metal is also starting to get those relics in, and Metal probably is going to add more monks. Is Stark doing the same? Let's find out. Only one monk right now, and Stark he can see this relic. I think he should go for it immediately. In the meantime, more farms coming up, more villages on gold. He's got 11 villages on gold right now, 19 minutes 30 in, and adding more farms around the mill. So right now I see a total of, what is that, 8, 16, probably like 22, 23 farmers. The rest is on wood. The university coming up to have the buildings, and you can see Stark is saving up a lot of food, a lot of gold already. Stark saying no. I think he killed a monk there. Yes, Metal tried to get that relic in, but Metal in the end will have 4 relics, and Stark clicking up to Imperial Age. As you can see, 2051. That's a 24:01 click time. And we are going to see university means chemistry on the way. We're going to see hand grenades and bombard cannons. Now let's switch over to Metal, see what he's up to. The siege workshop is up for him. He's going, don't laugh, I delete TC. Did you really? No, he didn't. That's 2 TCs, and Metal gonna be surprised when Stark is going up. Actually, Metal himself has a good amount of resources in the bank, with a lot of farms around his TCs. 3 TCs are up and running, and Metal should get in relic number 3 and 4. Didn't even take that. I think Stark could have gotten that relic, but now Metal is focusing on his small rush here with the Mangonel. Sanctity coming in, and I think Stark is also upping his monks, getting block printing later. Redemption should come up any second now, and while Metal is clicking up to Imperial Age, Stark is already there. Metal, what the fuck? Yeah, true, block printing on the way. Not sure if Redemption was done, maybe I missed it, but I think Stark is going to try and convert that Mangonel. And now Siege Workshop and the first Archer Range is coming up. You're going to see Bombard Cannons, Hand Canadians and Monks pretty much. Against 2 Siege Workshops right now, a few Monks from Metal also, Sanctity done. And that Mangonel getting converted. But Stark needed to attack the monks immediately. Those monks are not dying as far as I know. Actually, the scout could do some damage here. Is Metal going to try and convert? Good job from Stark, actually. Metal did not have the necessary luck to get that conversion in. And of course, Stark is starting to convert the siege workshops here. I think this one he will get. Metal is on the way to Imperial Age. He's going to be there soon. And Metal is actually adding in knights. Stark does not know about the knight transition. Chain Barding I'm on the way. We're going to see the Cavalier upgrade. Now we can see one stable. Doesn't know about the second one, but the first bombard comes up. Now we can see 2 stables, and that means Stark needs to react immediately and add in either pikemen or heavy camels. Actually, camels transition not so easy. Only 2 TC, 64 villagers, but I think it's pretty much necessary. He's adding in barracks to get a few pikemen out. It's probably the better choice at the start. And we're going to see what Metal is going to do, how he's going to react. The Cavalier upgrade will go through. I think that was this stable. Husbandry, no, there's the Cavalier. So Metal 16, 17 military units, that's 16 Cavalier here, and a few more coming up. So Stark is actually in a dangerous position. He doesn't know about these until right now. A few more Cavalier coming from Metal space. And look at it, Stark is getting cleaned up here. Very nice attack from Metal. I love this fight. It was really, really good, and Metal is bringing himself in a nice position with 24 more villagers, with more military units, and he's regaining map control. Can take down those buildings now if he wants to. So Metal actually looking good at this point. Going for the stone again. Metal needs to add a castle. He doesn't have a castle yet, and I think he wants to get at least conscription, probably some trebuchets maybe, and even Vold Raiders are possible. Unlikely at this point, but maybe later on. Looks like Metal is saving up for the Paladins. He's doing fletching and lead skirmishes to counter hand cannoneers, pikemen, and even monks, I guess. Looks like Stark at 1 conversion. The bombard cannon is opening the gate, but now moving forward. The monks are actually moving out to try and convert a few of those Cavalier. Stark might be able to get 1 or 2. Now there's the castle coming up from Metal, and archer ranges to get those elite skirmishes out. Boatkin arrow on the way. Metal is looking good with the military numbers, 27 against 14. What is Stark going to do? Did he get a 30C? 1, 2, 30C on the stone. Good choice. And he's catching up in villager numbers, but Metal of course still ahead because Metal is still producing villagers. And now Metal is selling wood and stone? Really? No, that's wrong, I think. Buying food, and we're going to see the Paladin upgrade? Wow, that's huge. And conscription on the way, as expected. Paladin soon to be done. There we go. Paladin click. And with Paladins, the pikemen from the Malians here won't be good enough. Halberdiers, maybe. I think Malians get Halberdier, right? Not sure about it. And now stables coming up, so st4rk is actually planning that heavy camel transition. Very important to see. Metal is actually doing the heresy upgrade, and this is so important. Metal is repairing the castle. It's getting attacked by 2 bomber cannons, but now the trebuchet behind that. It's gonna make sure that st4rk needs to run away, and st4rk still behind, 23 against 46 military, and st4rk just doesn't have the economy he needs to get more units out. And with now 105 villagers, he should be fine getting a castle up in front of his 30C, in front of the main stone. That might be too late. Metal adding in more and more military units. He's waiting for the Paladin upgrade. st4rk actually doing the heavy camel already. Decided to not go into pikemen, but add in some strong units. And of course, Farimba heavy camels are really, really good as well. And we are going to see the castle soon to be up. Farimba probably coming after conscription, not sure about it. The buildings, the former buildings from st4rk going down trebuchets, and now elite skirmishers starting to attack those monks and maybe even the bombard cannons. Not yet. Carefully trying to take down a few elite skirmishers, and that castle is making sure that metal has to go back. Bloodlines on the way. Husbandry. Is st4rk going for the Farimba? I'm not sure how much it costs. I'm not really a HFMS player, frequent player, so I don't really know that. Farimba on the way, there we go. But the Paladins almost fully upgraded for the Celts. They're missing Bloodlines, they're missing the +4. But still, it's Paladins, 160 HP, and it's going to be 18 attack. That is quite strong here. So we're going to find out if st4rk can actually add enough heavy camels. Right now, 70 against 21 military, and this is not looking good. Magical number 69 for Metal now, and Metal using trebuchets to get that gate open. st4rk is quickly walling behind that, doing a house here. This should be fully walled, and st4rk still has that one castle up, but Metal can see it. So I think, yeah, packing the trebuchets, he should go around and attack that castle immediately. We're going to see a big fight probably. The question is, can st4rk get enough units out? And st4rk has one very big problem. There was the main gold, and here's the rest of the second gold, like 1k gold left. The third gold is covered by Metal right now, so st4rk is not gonna have gold forever, and he only got 1 relic, so that's going to be very crucial. I don't see any extra golds on the map, so that's all we get, and st4rk is in trouble right now because the Paladin's moving in. There's a few heavy camels, and the monks are not converting yet. I think st4rk is still microing something else. He's repairing a bombard cannon that is fighting against the elite skirmishers. Metal 63 and 35 military units. Metal is going to lose quite a few of those Paladins, but I think it still might be a good fight because Metal can push after that. He's sending in more elite skirmishers, he's sending in more Paladins even. Doesn't look, no, pikemen on the way, Halberdier probably soon. st4rk low on gold already, and Metal right now, let's check, also low on gold, enough stone for another castle, and he is using the trebuchet to take down that house. I'm not sure why. Maybe we should go for the TC. Actually, Metal lost a lot of units, but st4rk's still lower. There's still Paladins left, and those bombard cannons are without protection. Ooh, nice quick gate wall here from st4rk. That was beautiful. The bombard cannons are safe for now. Very nice. Metal getting another castle in the middle, protecting his third gold. Also, probably covering st4rk's gold even better. And another castle coming up. We're also going to see a castle here from st4rk on the right hand side. But without that gold, I'm not sure what he can do. And he's not able to take that gold right now. There's only 400 left. st4rk resources are looking okayish at this point. 900 gold in the bank. But the selling prices are low for wood, only food, and st4rk doesn't have so much farmers, I guess. So many 120 villagers could have them, and he should sell food as fast as he can if he wants to stay in that game. Light Cav 7+7 attack is a very nice raiding unit, and Metal is open here, so st4rk might potentially go for some raiding, and the military numbers are close now, but Metal still has access to more gold, got enough stone for yet another castle, got the Paladin still on the field, and now adding pikemen, doing the Halberdier upgrade. So these cavalry units are not really so strong anymore. The heavy camels are not too good against Halberdiers, and the monks can't really do a lot except for healing maybe. I see a future battle now, but almost no upgrades. It's not looking too well, and Metal is on 193 population again. I think he was population blocked before. 5 trebuchets starting to counterattack. This castle is almost going down, but still 400 HP left. And now that the bombard cannons and the trebuchet need to go away, paladins going in to take the siege units down. 34, like, suddenly more military units from st4rk. How did that happen? But the trebuchets still hitting, and there's more halberdiers coming in. st4rk is selling resources to get some gold, 860 right now, and metal is already recovering, getting more military units up. 131 villages is a really nice number. It's not going to be halberdiers, even a few vote raiders actually on the field, and the trebuchets to take down the next castle, I guess at least. A few light cav going around, they might find some villages, actually quick walling coming up from metal. The most important battle, of course, here where st4rk's castle is getting attacked, the siege workshop not getting up. And now even a few vote raiders in the mix to take down caravans. They're not too strong, but the halberdiers will do the trick. Light cav raiding starting, and I guess those light cav will go in, try to do some damage, but it's more or less a desperate move because you can see metal is flooding in more and more of his halberdiers. Now elite skirmishers behind that. The castle is gone, the trebuchet is moving forward. st4rk is calling the GG. He knows he cannot do anything without gold. And metal taking the lead here, going with the match game in game number 4. Hope you enjoyed this. See you on the next one. GG.